Hey guys, so I decided to make a serious videos about how my life unfolds. And I'm always watching a lot of YouTube and a lot of documentaries and discovery. And I'm fascinated with the animal world. And I decided to change my life a couple years ago, where I am more in in that environment where I'm surrounded by the animals and by the nature and by the everything who comes with it, the mosquitoes and the spiders and all that stuff. But a lot of the videos I'm seeing is they're very specific in one area, and it seems like I wanted to do something more complex, where I include many things what I do, how the life unfolds, from the food I am having with me when I go hiking, to the gear I have with me, to preparations and which hikes I'm doing and what I'm working on that time, to gear like to the shoes and stuff like that, like wearing what I'm wearing besides what I have in my backpack. Yeah, so I'm gonna have lots of videos coming up, and it's all gonna be for free. But if you feel like you want to make a donation, you like the channel, then you can just make a donation. And I'm gonna add a link so you can put a donation on probably on PayPal, because it's the easiest. Yeah, but you can contact me directly. I can take donations different ways. Like money grant is probably one of the best, because I can get the donation and without them exchanging. Because for people don't know, Western Union doesn't give me. If I receive dollars in Romania, they automatically exchange them in lieu and my Romanian money, and because of that, I tend to lose money on their own exchange value, whatever they have on that day. So, like you can see, I have two dogs I invested on, and it was somewhere kind of hard in my life, because I was living with my parents at that time, and we did not agree on having dogs in the house. It's cool. I mean, people say the dog should be outside, and it's cool. I understand that, but I have a deeper connection with dogs where they're protecting me. I know a lot of people have dogs in cages, but if somebody comes in the house, there's nobody to protect them in the house because the dog is locked up. One of my neighbors just told me two of his laptops got stolen, and he has this big German Shepherd which he was locked up in the cage. Of course, not too many dogs will do a guard job where you can still go in with the dogs and get what you want. But if the dogs are trained to be a little bit aggressive, they will have a hard time, and they will maybe alarm the neighbors, or maybe just scare them away and they'll run. If it's really good trained dog, you might find a guy bleeding somewhere near your yard, with the stuff he's stealing in his hand, probably still. So I invested in two dogs, and I choose the German Shepherds. I mean, of a variation, because I have Alsatian Shepherd, this black guy over here, and I have a Belgian Shepherd. Same family, but from different areas, different way they live, so they came up a little different. Like this guy over here is a shorter hair, tends to be a little more cold if it's cold outside. Plus, he's so skinny because he got so tall. I bought him at 6 months old now, so he's so skinny. He eats a lot, like a lot. He already is taller than my other 9 months old, so he's gonna get really big. Now they're tuning in the stream. So why do I choose this kind of dogs? Because when you go back to the beginnings, you see the wolf, you know, and this is the closest dog to the wolf to me, you know. They still looks like some kind of like wolves, and they're pretty good in all weathers, you know. I mean, it gets hot a little bit for the black guy, but still, you know, I can brush him down and get all the extra hair off. And in forest, they all look more dangerous because the looks they have, you know. If people see them running up the hill, they'll think they're wolves. Especially they're gonna be full grown. Right now, they're like half their sizes. And yeah, the pointed ears creates a little bit of respect when you see a dog with pointed ears. That's why a lot of breeds of dogs people choose to chop the ears off, like Dobermans and boxers and pit bulls and stuff like that, so they look more aggressive than the fluffy ears. But I don't want to go through that. I went through that with two dogs already. I have Argentinian dog and I have a Doberman where I have to take them to the doctor and put them to sleep and cut the ears, and it wasn't really nice for them, and then I have to wake up all dizzy and stuff like that. Plus I have to make sure they don't get infected, money spent, stuff, too much money spent. Those dogs comes directly with the ears pointed. They just like to fight each other. So I chose two dogs because two dogs, they're always train each other, you know. I mean, I work with them a lot, but I don't really have to always work with them because they work with each other. You know, even a third dog even be better, so they have three, so like this they can deal with multiple attacks from the other dogs. Um, they're very good. I mean, they're not very shy or nothing. They attack anybody. If somebody walks on right near there, they will have the thing to attack inside of them, which I like, you know. They will not run. They'll go in that direction the sound comes, and that's really important of choosing a dog. When you see it runs, throws the noise, not away from the noise. And of course, to take some training, sometimes they can get afraid because there's some sound they don't know what it is, you know, like some bigger sound or more high pitch, whatever. So my next videos, I'm gonna explain what I'm dealing with daily basis, because many things are hidden on this adventures videos, where there's camera there and then a cameraman, and they have all these doctors and stuff like that, and a helicopter standing by. That's not gonna happen in my case because I like to go on my own. Maybe one more person. The reason I like that because it's more adventurous, and I can have peace. I can play my instruments, I can tan nude and whatever, swim in the rivers, sleep all day if I want to, and then make the videos when I feel so. So now we can talk about this. Many things are crawling in the forest where they actually gonna go and suck their blood. All these things they like to leave on the fur. Neo. So I got this guy one of those necklaces, which has some kind of chemicals in it. Sit, sit, sit. Neo, I'm trying to talk to you. Sit. Time out. You don't hear sit? What? I have to tell you 3 times. So I'm gonna take it down, and usually I take them down and they play because they can pull each other's off this. I also have a spray which I spray around their necks, where their nose is always on the ground. So all these things can jump on them easier on the face because they're already touching the ground, and they curl and they hide in places where they can't grab or scratch, and then they suck the blood from there. And I sprayed around their neck a couple times. There's many other things. I hear people give them pills, which are a little more strong for, especially for puppies. They go straight to the liver, has to process that, and then the blood takes it anywhere to the kidneys and all that stuff. What else I'm training with every day? I'm training on myself to be strong enough so I can do those things when I go on the mountain. You know, it's not enough to have gear. You have to have the body to perform different things like jumping over a ditch, making a fire, carrying stuff in your bag like waters and stuff like that for a longer period of time. Um, this food gets bad, the food has to be eaten first. Um, tools like protection tools, stuff like that. What kind of tent, start, all this is coming up in my next videos. Um, if you feel like and you want to be a supporter, I don't think you'll regret it because it's just the beginning for me. You know, I mean, I did some of this when I was younger, and then I got stuck in the matrix where the matrix said, you want that car, no, you want that car, no, you want that pair of jeans, no, you want this watch. And you know, next thing you know, I was stuck up with all these cars and jewelries and furniture and all this crap. I didn't need it, and I have to keep them safe and pay for, you know, end up a time where I have storages and I lost everything because I got sick of keep paying the storage, and the next thing you know, they took all my stuff. So it's a transition from having that to having a little bit. You know, I have a one bedroom apartment which I rent, which I don't really want to stay there because I'm not want to stay between the walls. But that's what I, you know, if I get really tired or there's a couple of rainy days, I go there and turn on my TV and watch, learn some more for my next adventure. Good boys, good boys. Asha, train, train. That's it for these videos. Life unfolding with Niko, something new. I always train the body by Niko. People know that. I used to have the body by Niko. I also have the Niko XXX before. Niko the sexy man. Yeah, I'm trying to pass that and grow up in something that I can do for the rest of my life without damaging myself. You know, all this putting muscle on top of the muscles for what? At least you are moving furniture. You're not gonna really use that muscle much. Actually, it's gonna hold you down wherever you're going because it's too much weight for your bones. You know, it's better to be lighter and stronger. If I have a 30-pound, 40-pound backpack, that's enough extra weight in my body to carry. You know, I don't need to add more than that. You know, so my body maintains at around 180. Um, Up and down 2 pounds some days. You know, it's more hot, I sweat more, whatever. I don't eat enough, but right away, the sooner I get home and eat, I catch back to the original weight. So what else? There's so many things, so many things. I'm trying to create this life event. It's a life event. It's not about losing your belly. I have people connect me. Hey, I want to lose my belly. I want you to show me my exercises. I'm already bored out. You know, belly is not everything. Belly is actually nothing. I'm not even care for the belly. When you train your body to be strong,